Katie and Laverne, so cool to meet you both.
Great to
Hello.
meet you.
Katie, I was on your Instagram and you put up a post and it said, "You guys, this series, you're not ready. We're not ready. Tell us what we're in for."
Oh my God.
I just think I've never been involved in a project where I have gotten more DMs, texts, emails from family, friends of different age, race, creed, socioeconomic background. Like this show, people are ravenous for this story. And I just think that the show delivers. I just think when you watching it, I was on the edge of my seat. There's parts of it that are hilarious. There are parts of it that are heartbreaking. I think there's so many tweetable moments and quotes and like pop culture things. And again, I can't believe, I don't know how Shonda does it. I really don't. Like, I just don't. And I want people to buckle up.
Yeah, and we need to. Laverne, I was watching this and throughout the whole thing, I just kept going, I was in disbelief going, I know what Anna did was wrong, but there's a part of me that wants to be a bit more like her. The confidence, the no fear. Like, as you went on and on filming this, what were you thinking about Anna?
I mean, I mostly was thinking about Julia Garner and how incredible she was in this role. And I'm a huge fan of Ozark. I worked with Julia in a film called Grandma in 2015, and she is completely transformed into another person in this, a full human being with a complicated psychological and emotional life that you see the wheels turning, to be an actor in a scene, like seeing the wheels turning, with an actor, but like it's not the actor. She's in care. She's this person having this experience, and so I was just completely blown away by Julia. And it was thrilling for me. Table reads were thrilling for me. Watching the show was thrilling for me. It is utterly suspenseful and heartbreaking and funny, and
yes,
it's all those things. And so it's just I feel so grateful, like to get to be in Shondaland, to get to play Kacy Duke, to have gotten to meet Kacy. I got to spend time with her and find out about her life. She's a living legend in the fitness industry, really. And so I'm just so utterly grateful. And I think that I suspect that the world is going to really go on this journey and just kind of be blown away by what Shonda has put together here, because it's quite a ride.
Yeah, Laverne, we all tell white lies, but I think when it comes to acting, we've all heard about the actors who go out there and go, I can do this, but they really can't. What is the biggest lie you've told to get a role?
That's a really interesting question. I'm like, have I ever lied to get a role? One interesting thing that happened, I booked a pilot in 2017, and it was my CBS show had been was canceled on a Friday. It was the end of pilot season. I was in meetings on Monday, in auditions, like literally on Monday and Tuesday. I got offered something on Tuesday. I did a chemistry read on Friday and found out I booked it on Saturday and was on a plane to Vancouver on Sunday. So like this all happened like really quickly. And I got to Vancouver and they were like, "You can drive, right?" and it had not come up. And in the script, my character literally drives the main character around. And it just all happened so quickly that no one bothered to ask if I could drive. I didn't lie, but it just didn't come up. And so I'm in Vancouver, I'm cast without a driver's license and not unable to drive. And so I didn't lie, but we had to.
What did you do?
we had to have someone else drive. We had a stunt person drive for me because, I didn't have a license. They gave me driving lessons, but it was an insurance issue to have someone unlicensed behind the wheel. So I didn't lie, but it just didn't come. It happened so fast. So I literally have a learner's permit right now, and I want to get my license so I can drive on camera. But the learner's permit expires in a few months, so I need to get on it.
That is so funny.
Katie, what about you? What's the biggest lie you've told to get a part?
One of my first guest stars I ever booked was on a show called Ghost Whisperer, and my character dies by drowning. And I remember in the audition, they said, do you feel really comfortable swimming? And I was like, yeah, I can swim. Yes, I can be underwater. It was awful. I had to be in a tank dying over and over and over again, 15 feet. I had to be trained with tanks and all this stuff. And I had a million panic attacks because I don't like the water and I don't like swimming and I don't like being underwater at all. And I was so young and just so happy to have a job and I needed the money so badly. And I was afraid. I was afraid. The other time I lied was my first job ever. I had one line on The Sopranos and I had to smoke a cigarette during the line. And Steve Buscemi was directing the episode and he asked if I smoked. And I was like, yeah, I smoked. And thank God I started practicing smoking because we did so many takes where I had to smoke. I would have thrown up everywhere,
Is it a real cigarette? They made you smoke a real cigarette?
This was in 2000. It was a real... Maybe it wasn't, it was maybe close. I don't know. But it was I had to go, I don't eat fish, the toxins. And I was AJ's date to the wedding. It was my first job. I'd never been so nervous in my life. I was with Tony Soprano in the scene. I was green. I had to smoke so much. I was green. I thought I was going to puke, but I lied.
You were green, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
And finally, Anna says in this, VIP is always better. Laverne, in this job, there's a lot of VIP moments. What's one of the VIP moments when you looked at yourself and went, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me?
Oh, so many. I just went to Paris and
I saw
one of the airlines has this sort of concierge service. My publicist set it up where they sort of communicate with your driver and then they greets you and takes you through security and takes you to the lounge and then drives you to the airplane from on the tarmac. And I was just like, what is
That's
this?
the best.
I was like, VIP is definitely better. I try to stay grounded as much as possible, but I've become accustomed to hotel suites with great room service and great service. The hotel I was in, I'll say it now. I was at the Mandarin Oriental in Paris. I always stay there when I'm in Paris. And the concierge, Dario, was the most accommodating I've ever experienced. When I arrived, he was like, we have your room ready, but we have a backup room just in case you want to see that as well. Girl, I was like, he had a backup room. I was like, Dario, what is going on? Dario. Girl, I live for a VIP fantasy. And then neither room was really, because I had to do glam, neither room was really ready. And when I stayed at the Mandarin before, there was a room that I thought I had booked, but there was a different room, girl. Anyway, I'm sounding real bougie. They looked into my records, found out which room I had stayed in before, said it wasn't available, but found out it was available. And then I ended up in that room. This girl, they let me.
VIP is always better.
It's incredible. It really is. It's privilege. It is, I live, but I live. It really is better.
Well, Laverne and Katie, keep living it for us. It's so great to see you enjoying it. And it's so good to talk to both of you.
Yes.
So great to talk to you too, Serena. Bye.